Hey guys, my name's Saiza. This is my son, Aiden. I'm in Professor Wynn's chemistry class. I'm doing an elephant toothpaste type of experiment. Not as big as you've seen on YouTube and super explosive. I'm kind of doing it the safer way, easier way, and hopefully you guys find it interesting. You're going to hear a lot of my son in the video, so hopefully you guys enjoy it. So now I'm going to talk about the materials used. So here's a picture of all the ingredients. So I used the Dawn dish soap. This is what's going to help the oxygen get trapped in the project and make it more foamy and bubbly. Next I will be using hydrogen peroxide. This is a 3% solution. Due to high demand, for some reason I couldn't find anything stronger, but it makes it a little safer since my son was around while I was doing this. So the peroxide reacts with the oxygen atom, which would produce water and oxygen gas, which is a H2O2 process. A fun fact is that when you put this on your cuts, it bubbles up. Next up would be the yeast. Now yeast acts as a catalyst since we can't get the stronger material since we're home and not in a lab, and it makes it a little safer. So the yeast contains the enzyme catalyst, which breaks down the peroxide, which would make it into oxygen gas and water, H2O2, as I said before. A fun fact is that this enzyme catalyst can also be found in potatoes, dogs, and us. Next, you add some food coloring just to add a little different color and fun to the whole project itself. Next, I boiled some water, which would make it warm and would help activate the yeast and make the yeast a little frothy. So that way, when you pour it into the solution, it's a little better than just the powder itself. So now what I did is I filled up these 4 water bottles with hydrogen peroxide. I put about half a cup, maybe 2 inches worth in the cup of hydrogen peroxide. So this next part, I put 2 pumps of soap in each water bottle. Okay. Now you have to make sure you swish every bottle around that has soap to make all the mixtures come together. Moving on, I now start adding food coloring to each of the bottles to make a different color.
You told me you believe in something and you said you're done pretending that fate is patient. Go run away, get it out of your system. Come back when you're older. Go find a place where you can't be the victim. And come back when you're older. Go catch the storm within your broken bones. And be wild, 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 wild.
So for this next step, we're going to add the warm water to the yeast to make it activate and get it all frothy and good to go to dispose in the peroxide.
I'm so in love with you.
So now we came outside and we set up everything. Here's all my yeast and dispose that we're going to put in the peroxide, and then those are my bottles in the background that you can see all lined up and ready to go, all the colors. So I tried many different examples and ways of doing this, and this is the best way. It foamed up and kind of exploded a little easier. It didn't do a big explosion. Like I said, we're using the minimal percentage of peroxide, but it still was really fun to do, and my son really enjoyed it. I also did a slow-mo for you here too.
Remember when you told me you believe in something, and you said you're done pretending that fate is patient. Go run away, get it out of your system. Come back when you're older. Go find a place where you can't be the victim, and come back when you're older. Go catch the storm within your broken bones, and be wild, 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 wild. Summer's end.
Now time for cleanup.
Bags are packed, are you ready to go? This time tomorrow we'll be on the road, riding with you in the sunny